Hey, I'm Chris Monson, and I wanted to give you a first look at the lighting console that we have been putting together here. We haven't released any information on this yet, so this is really the first that we're showing anybody here, so enjoy. We've kind of gone about things in a different way with this console, and we're hoping that this turns out to be something that's really kind of unique in the lighting industry. We really feel like this is a good way of going about this and provides a lot of flexibility in what you're able to do, as well as making just the whole act of writing a lighting show much easier, and still providing the robust controls that you need to do a professional lighting show. So I'm going to walk through some of the stuff that we've got going on here and just show you some of the concepts behind what we're doing. The biggest thing that we're doing that I feel is unique is the way that we're handling lighting fixtures. Basically, what we've got going is we've got each fixture here in this area, and they're organized into groups, and then those groups are organized into other groups. So, like at this level, we've got our full lighting rig. Right here, say this is one truss, say these are your backlight or whatever you want it to be, and they're all just organized into these logical groups inside other groups. The great thing about the way that we've got this nested structure set up is that I can select any level on here, and I can say, all right, I want these lights to be on, and okay, the entire rig just turned on there. I'll select this group here and say I want these lights to go red, and there we go. Then I'll select this individual fixture here. We'll say we want to move this, and we'll go blue with it. And so I can set up all of these fixtures on either an individual fixture level like this, or on a whole group level. So say if I decide, no, I actually want the whole rig to be green at this point, and everything goes green. So the way that it works is the values that you set here are actually passed down from the group level to the fixture level. So the only information that the group is saving right now is information that is used in saving cues and such, which brings me to the next cool thing that we're doing that I feel is really unique. I will go ahead and just reset this for a second here and just set a basic cue here. We'll go ahead and add a cue in. And you see we have this panel down here that shows us the contents of this cue. And this is a tracking console, but what it does that is kind of unique is it's not tracking individual fixtures unless you're selecting individual fixtures and telling them to do things. It's tracking what you've done on the group level. So to demonstrate this, I'll just go ahead and make a few small changes here. I'll turn these fixtures red in this group, and take this group and set the positioning to be a little different here. And then I'll go ahead and add another cue in here. Now as I select this cue, you can see the contents of this are not the 19 fixtures or 20 fixtures in this group and the 6 fixtures in this group. All it's doing is showing me the changes that I made to those groups. So instead of having to go and make a change on 26 fixtures if I wanted to make changes, I have these two groups, and I can just grab a hold of the settings in here and update the cues to handle what I want to do without having to go through a lot of work to change it. So also you can see the way that we're handling cues in general is not through a cue list structure, it's on a timeline structure. And what this really helps us do is be able to organize the cues in a more logical fashion. We can import an audio track and be able to time things really well to a track very easily, and just adjust in points, out points, fade times, all of that with real ease. And Also, this allows for us to do groupings for, say, I want this particular section of cues to be a like the chorus of a song, or this to be the bridge or something. And then we can grab a hold of the group, drag it around, and mix and match things to make it all work the way that we want it to work without having to drag around 20 or 30 cues at a time, like individually. So it should be a really quick, easy way to make changes if you want to make changes. So you see the basic workflow here is you add a cue, you set your in and out time. You can adjust your fade times by grabbing the handles at the corners of the cue. And then as you scrub across it, or as you hit play and it rolls across it, it will do that function that you're trying to do there. There's a lot of stuff that we don't have implemented yet on this, such as the ability to set cues that stop playback or cues that will loop. That stuff's coming soon. Obviously that's needed. We just aren't quite there yet. This is still a fairly early build on this, but you can see a lot of the cool stuff we've got going on here. Another cool thing I'm going to show you real quick is the way that we've set up our interface on this. I'm really happy about this just because of the level of flexibility it gives the user. Basically, you can do whatever you want with this. So say, like for the most part, you're not going to want to see the DMX values that are shown in this panel here. Say I want this to go away. Well, I can just grab on this handle here and drag outside of the panel. It lights up red. I let off, and away it goes. It's just gone. And then I can adjust this panel to be however I want it to be. Say I want to add another panel up here. I grab onto the handle, I just drag it over, and it'll divide that panel in half there. Say I want to divide this in half down this way. I'll drag it like that, and then I can just select whatever I want to be in these panels here. So say I want to have this be another cue viewer. We'll set that there. Now that'll update. Let me divide this in half again, and say I want this to be another color picker and this to be another positioner. So really you can set up the interface however you want to set it up, and it all just works how you set it up. This will work the same on multiple monitors. You'll be able to have separate windows. Everything will just automatically update to fit whatever you set it up to do. So this is really just the basics of what I've got going here. There's a lot more that I could talk about that's not quite finished yet, such as profiles and the various ways that we're going about our general structure of this program. But you know, we'll talk about it more as we're a little bit more advanced in those areas, and I hope this is something that that interests all of you. And if you have any questions or anything, or want more information, just send me an email. I'll post my email address in the description of this video, and hope this is helpful to you.